In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everyone. Crystal Vision here, and welcome to a speedrun between Meteora Girl and the lovely DantaFanta. I actually meant to say the lovely Meteora Girl and DantaFanta, but you know what? It's the lovely, DantaFanta. You know what? That's fine.
I prefer this.
Thank you.
For a
That's good.
second,
I'm
I
glad
was
you
just thinking,
appreciate
I'm
that.
like, where's
The
my
voluptuous
compliment?
DantaFanta.
Yeah, I know. The spectabulous Meteora Girl. And joining us today is we have Cyrides, we have Angus cooking dinner in the background, and we also have Brandon Black, the pro wrestler speedrunner extraordinaire as well. So he'll make an appearance at some point if he's not eating dinner himself. But yes, this is what's the race to again, Danta?
So it's a race to get to Magic Crafters and free the final dragon in Wizard's Peak, the one by the end portal that tells you about Sunny Flight, and then go to Sunny Flight.
Perfect. Yeah, good. Cool. Pretty good one. Bit of backtracking. This is how they intend you to do it, because you're like,
exactly.
You know, I have no idea what those platforms are. I definitely shouldn't jump on all of them.
See, Spyro's a bit.
I don't think I ever rescued that dragon before I got into Sunny Flight originally. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
accidentally the platforms.
Yeah, I think I did too. I think I just got it by just jumping on all of them by thinking, okay, there's a door here, but I don't think it was like necessarily a big strategy. I just like, yeah, I just did it. I think.
I'm pretty sure it was entirely upon accident.
Yeah, people.
I don't think I ever got the Wizard's Peak as a kid.
Yeah.
It was really bad. Still bad, but it was very much worse than. I never 100% any of these games until like I was like in my teens.
Oh really? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. I never got to Narcy's Loot until I rented it later, because I only ever owned 2 and 3, but I rented 1.
See, I didn't own 1 until my teens, but I had 2 and 3 growing up. I was like, Spyro 2 was the game I got my PS1 with.
Yeah, I got Gran Turismo as the one. I got Gran Turismo as the one with the
Those sheep look tiny. Holy
what's
shit!
the word? Like it came with the system. Yeah, like GT. Gran Turismo is like the most sold game because it came with like most PlayStation 1s. And then the first one I remember picking. Yeah, the first game I picked out was Spyro 2. That was.
I had a choice. Mine didn't come with one. I just had a choice between, do I want Final Fantasy VIII or Spyro 2? And had I not picked Spyro 2, I don't know that I would be here right now.
Yeah, well,
fair enough.
That's true. But I mean, picking Final Fantasy VIII would have been a big mistake at that age. Like,
the only reason I would have picked it is because I used to play it on my my uncle's PS1 all the time, and I grew up playing Final Fantasy VII on PC for whatever fucking reason at that age.
Yeah,
I was like really young to be really playing that, but I don't know. I'm glad I picked Spyro though.
I'm just super new at games.
I think fair enough. Hey, you have to start somewhere.
Well, didn't you have any consoles like with your brother?
Yeah, I played some games. My brother Sam had Spyro, and I wasn't allowed to touch his games, so I never played Spyro. But I don't know. I loved Simpsons Hit and Run and stuff like that. Hit and Run,
yeah, it's a classic.
That's a classic
game.
I used to play Ratchet and Clank. So
yeah.
I never actually owned any of those. Except like a PSP one. I had one of the PSP games.
Size matters.
Maybe. I think I might have had Agent Clank or something.
Secret Agent Clank. That's the sequel. Yeah.
And then I recently had, for like my PS3, I had like the Into the Nexus one or whatever. But I never actually.
That was like the short one, sort of the.
I enjoyed it. It was just like suddenly stopped. I was like,
Yeah, it's the last canon episode. Like, I guess they technically, I'm pretty sure, counted Ratchet and Clank PS4 as canon, but as like a retelling of 1, and it was technically takes place later in the canon because it's like Captain Quark. Like,
that's the only way you can really. Yeah, if you like look at it, it's just purely him making shit up, just kind of like...
Yeah, basically, and like shoehorning in all these new bullshit and like the Galactic, yeah. So yeah, basically Into the Nexus is like the last real Ratchet and Clank game. So it's actually been now like 7 years since like the last like mainline Ratchet game.
Oh, that's been a while.
Yeah, I remember it came out around when I graduated. I remember that.
Yeah, you mentioned Nasty's Loot. I didn't actually 100% Spyro 1 for the first time until like 2 years ago.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's yeah.
So I'd never been to Nasty's Loot until after I was making Spyro's Awakens.
Fair enough.
Sad. Fucking flight levels in Spyro 1 trip me up, man.
God.
Yeah, they're not the best levels to do. But
they're fine until you get to the later ones, and then it kind of is like pathing. It was like,
oh, nice.
I definitely prefer the later speedways in later games.
I like Spyro 3 speedways.
Yeah, same.
They're my favorite. They're all like, no matter what direction you pick to go in, you can't really make a mistake because they're all pathed to be more circular, like Spyro 3 levels in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Spyro 1's like, especially later ones, if you don't take the right path, which isn't very obvious in the later ones, you just lose.
Well, yeah, that's why a lot of people don't want to do the speedways because, yeah, like Night Flight or whatever, you know, like you've got like a few seconds.
Wild Flight and boats and
Wild Flight's
stuff.
fucked, yeah.
Yeah, oh God, I hate Wild Flight.
Yeah, I've 100%ed that one time, and that was when I did my 100% playthrough a couple years ago.
Yeah, fair enough.
Rough. One of them, there's like maybe it's Night Flight, because that's a nighttime one. It's not the one with like the crystals and stuff. There's another one that's nighttime, right? I like the
Crystal Flight and also Icy Flights at night. Actually, really all of them are at night except for Sunny Flight, and I guess Wild Flights isn't that like sort of, I don't know, it's like a weird skybox.
Do all the night ones have like, or do a lot of them have like the fuck was it? They're like lighthouses, I guess.
Yeah, not all of them.
Do several of them? Is it more than one?
I think.
Yeah, Icy Flight did.
I'm here. I'm here. And Nintendo Gen 64's here. Hello.
That sounded like Mr. Game Sendy. Wow.
I have made myself.
You sound like Connor.
I have made myself a breakfast bowl for dinner.
I'm jealous
There's
now.
toast in your bowl?
I cut up toast. I put baked beans in the bowl. I put some sauce on it. It's good.
Who are you?
And I melted some
Imagine
cheese.
Anna.
Dude, it's good.
This isn't how you make baked beans on toast.
Yeah.
I'm regretting my
now.
life choices.
It tastes good though. It tastes really good.
I want
Guys, help.
breakfast bowl.
I'm regretting my life decisions. I'm joking. It's fine.
How you going? What's happening? You doing well?
About to
I
go
just
to
got
the next world.
You kicking DantaFanta's ass?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I
where's DantaFanta? Where are you doing?
I am currently in, what's it called, Dry Canyon?
Yeah, he's beating me.
I can't remember if it's Dry Canyon or Clifftown. I can't remember which was which.
Clifftown's... Ooh, now you're making me question that. Clifftown's the one with the, like, long
I'm in Dry
glide,
Canyon.
right?
I'm in Dry Canyon. In fact, I'm just leaving Dry Canyon.
Ooh, okay, about a level ahead, I reckon.
How many gems you at?
By the way,
My-
well, she can check in a sec. She's just going to the next
Yeah,
world.
Fez.
You're using the PAL version, are you, Angus? Yeah. So Danta,
I think
you're
it is.
also using the PAL
I
version.
think it is. Yeah.
Is that correct?
I have an emulator, but I don't know which version of it is on the emulator.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I just noticed that the font is different on this version.
PAL runs 5 frames slower than NTSC. In case
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I didn't even notice.
Doesn't
the
really make
font.
a big difference. Yeah. Yeah, the font in the NTSC version is more big and gaudy.
Is it do you mean like the dialogue font?
Yeah, no, like when you it'd be like rescued Tomas, and like Tomas will be big.
Yeah.
I have 300
Bigger.
gems.
I don't like it.
Fez. I'm at like 600.
Yeah, me
I
too
see.
for the PAL.
I don't know. not just because I grew up with it, but I just like PAL.
I don't
No,
think
it
I've
just
ever
looks more
played
proportionate. It looks more proportionate. That's the way I've looked at it.
I've only ever played the just the North American releases of the games, I think.
Yeah, classic racist right
enough.
there.
I'm failing in all
I don't actually know
What
what
do
all
you
the
have, what do you have
differences
against the
are.
European regions? I can't believe it.
I think the only like NTSC version of a game I like is Muppet Race Mania. The NTSC version of that is like the definitive version.
And why is that? What do they do with that again? I remember there being some differences, but
Yeah, so they have like actual character head icons to represent the characters in that one instead of like colored blocks, and there's like a better map in that as well.
Sparks, you useless bastard.
yeah.
Well, Sparks can be pretty useless.
Spyro
More so
on
in
Sparks makes me
Reignited.
cry. This reminds me, have you seen the latest like old footage that was found? It was like Sparks didn't pick up gems originally.
Yeah. Oh wait, was that actually the point? Was it that he didn't pick up gems?
Oh,
I
it
wonder if
it was
probably not programmed in. Yeah.
Yes. Well, my thought is like maybe he wasn't originally intended to. Like maybe it was just health or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because it might explain why Sparks 1 mechanics are dodgy.
Yeah,
maybe
that
it might have been like a last kind of like maybe put that in 2 or something. I don't know.
Can you imagine how like unplayable Spyro 1 would be? You had to physically run into every single.
Well, that's the thing that made Spyro stand out to like other collectathons, is that like you actually would physically have to pick shit up in other games, whereas like the gem thing is actually genius if you think about it for like game design. Like it means that you can just sort of be in proximity. Like I can't believe like barely anything else has ever thought of that. Hold down, jump a bit longer.
Imagine like Ratchet and Clank where you had to physically touch the bolts. I would kill myself.
That's right, exactly. And that was the bolts. The bolts are similarly addictive to pick up. Like when you go and get bolts and you go, hit it with your wrench.
And it's kind of like really a staple now. Outside of like Mario or something, like most new platformers, a lot of stuff.
Press jump a bit high. Yeah. Press hold the X down a bit more, and you get a bit more high.
I didn't know you could charge those. What?
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew, that is me.
That is
you. Thanks, Drew.
Who has just joined?
Our official name is now Gus and Drew. Get it? Gus and Drew.
Gus and Drew. Gus and Drew.
Gus and Drew. And Jess and Amelia.
If you think the name Gus, like I remember it was like one of my teacher's youngest sons' name was Gus. And it's like a very non-threatening name. Yet he is like, in the last since the year 2009, the word Gus has been synonymous with fear and horror. Gus Fring. Like when you hear the name Gus, you do not feel threatened at all. But like then Gus Fring came around and
the first character called Gus I ever saw was in what's it, Cinderella? There's a mouse called Gus.
Oh yeah.
So there is
a fat mouse in Cinderella. What was his name?
Isn't there a Gus in that TV show Recess?
Oh yeah, I think and the dad in My Big Fat Greek Wedding insists that people call him Gus. His name's like Costa or something. Call me Gus.
Well, big up.
Whoopsie.
That's alright.
What's the goal?
Complete Wizard Peak. Get the dragon that tells you about Sunny Flight, and then go do Sunny Flight.
Ooh, fun.
Kind of interesting races I like to see.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's been done a couple times. Actually, I think I actually raced it against Bronze once, or something very similar. I think I did that in
possibly
the first
might
one.
have.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. I
like the real specific objectives like that. Make it kind of just like interesting to watch.
Yeah, I knew that in Sunny Flight, like those steps lit up like at all. I never even knew that until just recently when I saw Jess like practicing the run. I saw her have to like stand on the pads and then they go yellow. When you talk to Dragon.
What do you mean? What did you never see them go? What do you mean you never saw them go yellow?
talk to the dragon in Wizard Peak, and then you go back to Artisan's, right? After you talk to him, and you step on one of the grey platforms, it actually goes yellow, like it goes the yellow color.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, only after that guy tells you though. It's weird.
How did they program that? That's really interesting. It's like once rescued this dragon.
Yeah, I
color
mean,
equals whatever.
That's like a weird thing too, because it's like a one-use.
It is exactly. It's a one-use thing.
Very specific thing. These change colors now. I don't know.
Well, someone knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I was good at.
I know. I can't think of anything else in Spyro 1 that involves that kind of like level of like backtracking.
Well, nothing. That's it. That's the only thing. There's no backtracking.
I think it was intended to wasn't there like they were intending to do more of that kind of stuff, and they just kind of didn't end up doing it with one.
I think so. Yeah.
Probably
So that was like
the
remnant. Essentially, was just the Sunny Flight one.
Yeah.
Going into Wizard's Peak now.
Ooh.
Flamed her.
Was it Andrew the human flamer? I'm Sue Storm's brother, the human flamer.
I don't know why Google Drive has these failures where it goes like network error and it just like fails for just no reason at all. It just will not.
Oh, that's my favorite, especially when you're partway through an upload.
Time.
You need to use send space. Fucking send space.
No, Mega's the best.
Send space.
Send space. Fucking send space. SENDSPACE. What does it spell?
Send
Fucking
space.
send space.
Someone turn that into like an actual like song.
No.
Yeah, give us a house remix.
Where's the?
Why aren't I getting these gems? Ah, there we go.
You're missing your sparks.
You're sparksless. She's doing a sparksless run.
I'm sparkless.
She's doing
Yes.
Spyro 1
That's an
sparksless.
added sense of challenge.
Oh god. Somebody should do a race like that. Just no sparks.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
If you die, you have to go.
Well, you know what? There's some interesting race categories that can technically exist now or in the coming weeks. Because there's a guy on one of the mod servers Spyro mod server that's able to hack the game in a pretty effective way. And one of the things he did a couple of days ago was actually turn the life meter into an actual collectible. So like, so if you collected a life, it would actually go 1. And then if you died, you wouldn't lose it.
Or Spyro 1.
Spyro 1.
And it's like you start out with like. Wait, no. I think there's 3 people working on, or like each individually one of the games. So I didn't know the one dude did that for 1, but one of the dudes, the dude that's working on 2, or one of the guys that's in there. It's actually not. Frank's working on 2. Pinball Dude 97. But
cool.
There's another guy in there that just every once in a while like posts random codes and stuff that he like comes up with for 2. He did a way to do something similar where it's like the lives are like a collectible and you just start out with like Moneybags doesn't take your gems, but you just start out with like 10,000 or whatever to get the clear conditions because picking up a gem actually kills you.
Huh.
Interesting.
Hi,
She's
Keith.
Hey.
Hey, Keith.
Keith, you're becoming the new owl by showing your face in every speedrun. It's getting obnoxious now.
No, a few minutes ago, I'm like,
So wait, you're allowed to be in all the speedruns, but he isn't?
Yeah, what the hell? I
mean, I can leave the room if you want. I can go away forever. You'll never hear from me again.
He did suggest that.
It's almost weird that...
Oh, sorry,
I mean, I don't want you to
before we
leave,
start,
but
I'm
after
like, Angus, I really hope that Keiford enters this race as well. Like, joins the chat.
Angus,
Lord
I don't
forbid
want you to
someone's
leave,
in a
but after
chat
you said that, I don't think I want you to stay.
I want you to stay. Mind you, I do have a plastic fork right next to me. I could actually stab him if you want me to.
Yes, okay. That's the issue. You gotta work our way up to with a metal fork. Yes, poke him with the plastic fork. Give him a little pokey poke.
On that note, I'm done.
Guys
Oh
done?
fuck! I came at the very end of the race.
Oh, Kiefer, devastating. He's
Damn, I
done.
wanted to see a
Dan is
lot of
very
the
fast.
race.
Yeah,
I
I just
tried my
left Sunny
best.
Flight now.
You did a good
Oh.
job. I'm very proud of you, Jessica.
Hey, I tried my best, and that's all I'm happy with. I'm happy
Well,
I
that's fair
won
enough.
a race.
What was the
I've
goal?
won one race, and that's enough for me. I'll try my
Who all
best,
have you
but
raced so far?
Angus has now taken over my game.
Who all have you raced so far?
I've
fail,
raced.
fail.
Wow,
What a
yes.
loser. You guys see that? You guys
Wow.
just see that
Wow,
Almost-
fail?
almost went in the
Wow.
acid.
Absolute prick. Wow.
Bet Jeff wouldn't have
Almost
done
went
that.
in the
Jess,
acid.
Jess wouldn't have done that, actually. Jess wouldn't have done that. That was such a fail.
But
God.
to be fair, I think that's because Jess is scared of the square button.
Oh,
Based
you
off
can
my
have thought
opinion.
how I play. Look how you're playing. Huh?
Oh my god. Hey, wait a minute. You just
Great
did the
at it.
Princess Peachy.
Yeah,
Fun
I
run.
did. Was that impressive? Huh? Did you see that?
No.
That was good. That was good. That was
can't
very
fucking
good.
Do it again, coward.
All right, I'll do it again.
Yes,
Everyone,
you won't.
stay in the video. Watch this. Ready?
Okay.
Wait, I gotta take.
Look at the
another
big man go. He's trying his best.
This is good. Come on.
Oh!
Oh, Reed.
call. Aren't you glad we all stayed to
Reed.
watch that?
Imagine
we gotta,
buckling under
Reed
peer
his last
pressure.
free.
we gotta try again.
Do it! Don't choke.
Nerd.
Angus, don't choke. Make sure you don't choke.
Kiva, did you hear that?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
You want to go and tell him?
Ah!
No!
Oh, wow.
First step.
I told you not to choke, Angus.
Keep it. I just stabbed her with a fork.
Yes!
You didn't hear it. Do it again.
Do it again.
Was that?
I can hear that one.
I just
Yeah,
realised there's
that
no
one.
webcam. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you...
He is actually dying. Wow. Here we go. Come on, Angus. He's got this.
Each failure.
Okay, just
Oh.
attempt it from here. Just attempt it from here. No, stop going up here. We all know everyone can do this part without fail.
What is
Just
he
try.
trying to do?
Apparently, I'm not everyone, according to Crystal Fisher.
Wait, what? Who's everyone? Wait, what? Wait.
He said everyone can do it. Oh.
Aw.
Them is
Damn it.
fighting words.
Wow.
What's he trying to do?
Do all of it in one charge.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever even come close to managing that. I bonk on like every other step.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, you didn't get the
Alright,
dragon.
okay,
Doesn't
Alright.
count.
Thank you for
On that
watching.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Farewell for now, but not forever. Goodbye and good night. Bang.
See everyone.
Bye.
Because I failed, so let's get a good one of your face. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand back a bit.
I feel like Jess is getting rid of some frustration.
This is for making fun of my depth perception. Depth perception.